Hello there. Right, okay. I'm Patrick. I was very nervous about coming up in here today, so I brought my mum. She's my mum to help me out. Okay, this is my mum. And I was going to bring another puppet on, but then I saw my mum, and she helped me. And I was sort of thinking about it really, and I made this when I went up to visit my mum when she was living in a care home in the Orkneys. And my mum was a dressmaker, as you can see. She's got a really nice dress on. And on my visits to see my mum, I used to spend a lot of time up there and make puppets, do some sewing and spend a bit of time together. And when I went up at New Year, I was looking forward to doing some more puppets and that with all her materials. When I got up there, all the materials had gone, apart from very, very little scraps. So it's got nothing, there was nothing up there to make anything out of, apart from, and I'll take you through the puppet, some clay. Now the clay, this is an air dry clay head. And I'd started playing around with clay again before Christmas. So I decided that I'd order some clay to be delivered up to the care home so that I could have something to do up there with the residents. So I got the clay sent up there, which we did, and we all made creatures and collected crab claws and made interesting rhinos and things with the clay. But I still wanted to make a puppet, and I made some more puppets over there as well, took those up. So I had to really sort of scrape around for bits of materials and things like that. Inside here, I won't show you because I'm being a little bit decent with her. She's got a real nice, this big sort of steel staple or something that I found on the beach, rusty staple. She's got some sheep wool. Her ears are made out of shells, well they are shells. And then she's got a little brooch as well that was my mum's. And chopsticks. And a little bit of wood here, and wood in the Orkneys is quite hard to find. Not a lot of trees up there. And so she is really a rubbish puppet. And but I kind of like her. She's kind of, she moves well. And I made her while I was looking at my mum while she was watching television. And this puppet and some of the puppets that the residents in the care home made, we all made a big sort of puppet show there at New Year, and that went down really well. That was really nice. That was a really special time. So that's my mum. Now, I'll just lay her there. And this is Elsa. Now, Elsa really, I don't know, she's bright, clean, a bit naughty, colourful. She's pretty durable. Pulls around like that. And that's not just the puppet, that's the materials. And all the materials are really rubbish. Just rubbish. And what I'm going to do, this might seem a little bit cruel, what I'm going to do is take her over here for an autopsy. Come on. Come on. I've been through this. She's done it before. She's had rehearsals. Come on. Okay. Yeah, so it's got to be done. Okay, right, okay, we've got coat hangers. So many coat hangers. I think I'm quite low on as a consumer, but I do collect quite a lot of coat hangers. I'm also, because I do collect a lot of things, other people collect for me, which is quite nice sometimes. And I'm going to take apart. I don't like to do this, but I have to do it. Yeah, I know. It just shows how attached you can get to these things. So. I won't go the way. Okay, so like some of these parts, you know, like there's chip forks and things like that. When I'm walking around, I see them scattered around everywhere, and a lot of them just haven't been used. They're just there. Printer cartridges. Some squirty thing out of a soap dispenser, a curtain thing. razors. I've kind of decided that I'll stop shaving because I get through so many razors. And the only way I can justify it is by saving the razors, and I've got to do something with them then. So here's two of them with their legs. Moving up, other things, washing up thing. A bit more out of a piece of plumbing, I think that was. I don't know. They start to sort of like collect bits. I'm not going to take it apart now, so that's upsetting me now. But there's bits of plastic, and it's really good. What I really like about working with rubbish is that it challenges the way that I think and put things together. So even in making a simple puppet, getting it to work, you don't actually need a lot of tools, and find that things sort of fit together. And there's just like a hole and a bit of thread. And I use a drill sometimes to make holes and thread things through. And even in like a lot of the puppets I've got to show, I use fishing wire, and I struggle with using fishing wire because I'm kind of like, why should I be using this? And then I popped in, when I got my hair cut, popped in a friend, and he gave me his old phone charger cable that had broken. So I started using that, swapping pieces. And then I realised that if I tear flexes apart, there'll be at least 4 wires inside. And so you can have different coloured wires. Where are we now? Little bits of bling jewellery. PlayStation games. So I'm not one for computer games, so I get great delight in taking apart the cat-shaped consoles. I collect a lot of cigarette lighters, throwaway cigarette lighters. So I was kind of looking forward to making something with cigarette lighters, but I couldn't work out how to fit it in. But in taking apart the cigarette lighters, little bits of plastic inside like that, which were great for the whiskers, and little bits of metal. And I didn't even need to glue anything. I just need to drill a hole, poke it through, and fasten it with a metal piece. So it's really, really good, really challenging all the time. And I can sort of cut down on taking for granted using new materials. And her eyes, a bottle top, and a bit of blue tack there. I'll put like that, sorry. Another bottle top there. And as I was making this, I only started making this last week, as I was making it, I was finding bits that I added to it. I'd only got one bottle top, and just somewhere I got another bottle top that would match it, but I couldn't find it. But I did find a water bottle top, and then a red bead on the floor. It was perfect, it's got matching eyes. Bits of spring. I found this green nozzle, and I thought it's great, it matches her legs. I want a bit of colour coordination. And then a 4-year-old friend found the feather and stuck that in her tail. I thought that was great. She's got a bit of character there. So it's really nice how sort of things come together like that. So there's quite a few puppets around that I've put up tonight. Some of them I've made. Some of them I've made with other people, and that other people have made as well. I run regular workshops, usually free. Well, I don't get paid for any of them, so yeah, they're free for everybody else. And basically, so I invite people to come along and make puppets, and I call them rubbish puppets. And part of that is about just making use of any free materials and bringing them along. And rubbish puppets, kind of like this, maybe they are a bit rubbish, but the process of making something and trying to get a puppet actually happening can be really quick. And working, let's say, like older people, really young children, friends, and just getting people together and making puppets can be really good fun. So I'm going to be doing more rubbish puppet workshops at St Mary's Church, where I've been running them previously, and they'll be starting on the 1st of June, running on Wednesday evenings, 6 till 9. Anybody can come along, bring a bit of rubbish, not too much, you know, think about what you can make something out of it. And also like looking to make films. They work really well filmed. I don't really like standing up and performing. That's why it's good to have puppets, because you can sort of hide behind them. So looking at making a short film for the Zero Budget Film Festival, which Martin organises. And I think we're going to see a few more puppets that we've done before for one. All right.